Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a good Friday. We're coming to you live here from our offices here at Crossroads Community Church. And
We're
Kelly,
late.
we're late.
I
Kelly
was
was
out
out.
this morning at a visit, and Mike was working, so we're a little bit late. A lot
So,
late,
so
actually.
here
But
we are. So, well, we're above 5 o'clock, so
yeah,
4 o'clock.
I
So,
didn't get it done yesterday because that's a whole nother story.
so we're going to wrap this up in Psalms 37 here. And this is Psalms 37, verse 12. It said, "The wicked plot against the godly, and they snarl at them in defiance." And that still happens. Verse 13, "But the Lord just laughs, for he sees their day of judgment coming." In verse 14, "The wicked draw their swords and string their bows to kill the poor and the oppressed, to slaughter those who do right. But they'll be stabbed through the heart with their own swords, and their bows will be broken." As we know that David
Yes.
was the warrior king. David had a lot of fights and battles. Why he didn't get to build the temple in Solomon, because he was a man of war and had blood on his hands. But as he in this is a psalm of David. But I want to talk about that. The Lord laughs, for he sees their day of judgment coming. People think they're getting by with stuff
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and always plotting against the godly and God's people. But God just laughs at that, because he knows that one day the Father's going to send the Son back, and then that's when everything is going to be vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Now also he does use people to exact his vengeance. Romans 13 says the governing authorities are to bear God's sword of wrath against the wrongdoers, and that doesn't happen like it should, unfortunately, in our country anymore. Our court systems a lot of time is a joke. Justice is not swift like it should be in many, many areas. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it's not. There's a lot of issues that we have in our country because we won't carry out swift justice. But know that man may get by with it here. I'm not saying always. Sometimes justice is carried out,
It is.
but
Sometimes
sometimes
it is.
it's not. But God will. They're not going to escape the punishment and the justice of God. So hang in there. If your problem is someone's plotting against you or snarling at you, know that God has your back, and the Lord will contend with those that contend with you. Sometimes it is in this life. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's going to be when the Lord comes back and executes his righteous
Right.
judgment. So just hang in there. So Kelly, what's some things that you do and you see people plotting against you or dealing with things with that you wait upon the Lord and let the Lord to do his thing and his part?
A lot of times I fail at that because a lot of times my flesh takes over and I get mad and I say things I shouldn't say. But I'm getting better, and I have seen a lot of plotting lately. A lot of plotting, and it's hard to watch, and it's hard to, I don't know, it's just hard. And life is hard enough without having that stuff come up against us, but it's just trusting in him. And he keeps telling me, and I've heard the verse 100 times, I feel like, in the last several years, "I'll contend with those that contend with you."
Right.
And he keeps telling me that every single time. I'm like, but, and he's like, "I'll contend with those who contend with you." Will I be able to see that? Maybe not. I may never get to see that. I may never get to see that vengeance is his, and he exacts that vengeance. But it's still going to happen, and I can still trust him in that. I can take him at his word and believe what he's telling me, that he is going to take care of that, as long as I will remain steadfast in him and faithful in him and listen to him and be quiet in him and be still in him and have the patience that I need to have to let him handle the situation.
That's
He will
right.
take care of every bit of it, and I don't need to worry.
Yeah, and that's the thing, that we trust God to do that.
Yes.
And not, because a lot of times we will misjudge things, think
Yes,
we're
we
doing
will.
what's right, and get into, this was a mistake, or I jumped to a rash judgment or
Right.
conclusion on something and not know all of the facts and complete facts.
Right.
Even in some things we may see or think we see with that. So again, be real careful with that. But know that God just laughs at them. The Lord's laughing at them because He knows the day of judgment's coming,
Yes.
and He knows. And it says He knows how to hold the ungodly over for that
Yes.
judgment. Don't think they're going to get right down to the last bit and say, "Oh, forgive us, Lord." He knows the heart. He
Yeah.
knows what they're plotting. Knows
Right.
what to say. So just hang in there. Be patient. I know that's hard. It's hard for me. Trust me. I know. I get it. Trust me. I get it. So just hang in there and be patient. Wait upon the Lord, and again, lean not upon your own understanding, but acknowledge Him in all your ways, and I promise He'll
Right.
keep that. He'll keep you on that right path. So,
Yes, he will.
God bless y'all again. Thank y'all for watching this, and again, we got nothing that I'm aware of special this Sunday. Be me preaching that right now. Again, that may change. Right now, that's what's on the books. And then somebody texted me today about daylight savings times. I hadn't even thought about that, but that's next Sunday,
Yes.
the 12th, is when daylight kicks back in. So we'll spring forward on March 12th on that. So I hope that you're having a great, great Friday. Hope you have a
Yes.
great weekend. I hope love to see you in service on Sunday, 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Don't forget that right after service, we are having the cooking. I can't remember what Clarence is doing. Do you remember? I just
any
went
idea.
blank. He told me and I went blank. but that maybe outdoor cooking and some food prep stuff.
Right.
I think
For
this
the
Sunday.
preparedness class.
Yeah, for the preparedness class. We didn't have that last Sunday. We had our safety team meeting, so that's this Sunday. We got that going on right after service, and elders and deacons being here at 4 o'clock for our elders and deacons meeting that we missed last week. I listened to the weatherman, shouldn't had, so we could have got those services or
Yes.
those meetings in.
Yeah, that's fine.
But anyhow, we'll do it this Sunday at 4 o'clock for our elders and deacons meeting on that. And then, so again, I'd love to see you guys on Sunday. If you can come out, if not, you can watch us live on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. So again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Dawn and Sheila Ferris, Bob and Gina Biswell, Howard and Janice Clark, Leonard and Debbie Spencer, Gordon D. Kennard, Genesis Home Health, Turnbow Trailers, Parco Tax and Services, My Travel Mission, Stacy Reese, the Watkins family, Travis Holloway, and Ted and Alicia Crocker. Thank you guys.
Yes,
and we've
thank
had a
you guys
couple
so
other
much.
Anonymous donors
Yes, we
come
do
in
have
and
a couple
sponsors.
of
Thank you.
anonymous ones. Yes.
We appreciate that greatly. If you'd like to help with this broadcast and some upcoming podcasts we're working on,
Yes.
we're still taking sponsors on. If you want to give specifically to this ministry, we'd appreciate it greatly.
Yes.
So God bless y'all. Hope you have a great weekend.
Yes.
Supposed to be a little bit warmer than the next week. It's kind of up and down as March is.
Yep.
Then the following
In
week
like a
will be
lion,
spring
out
break.
like a lamb, isn't that the saying?
Yeah, it might be in like a lion, out like a lion sometimes with that. So anyhow, again, if we can help you, holler at it. What is our number? I won't blank.
It's 918-399-5956.
So if you need us, holler at us, text us, whatever, and we'll get back with you
Yes.
on that. So God bless y'all. Remember, it's faith over fear, Christ over crisis, and you can remain calm in the chaos.